Good morning. Did you sleep well? I did. Because I ate too much last night. Anyway. The most annoying thing about adulting and paying your bills is late fees. It's absolutely ridiculous the number of companies that are like, oh, you can't afford to pay your due amount? Well, we're going to make you have to pay more. And this comes up because recently I was given a late fee for a rent check, which I had actually made out, sent the money in time. I sent it on probably the 3rd or the 4th, and it should have gotten there, you would think, by the mail by the 5th, right? No, that's not how that works. So anyway, long story short, I ended up having to pay almost $30 on top of paying my normal rent payment. Now, a lot of people have late fees, and I think the average, I think it's just stupid that there's even a late fee. Like, really? You're trying. You're human. You're doing your best. Why do you have to? Anyways, if I had a late fee now, the first thing that I would do, don't panic. Don't panic. It's not the end of the world. Because needing $150 is a problem to solve, not proof of your whole life falling apart, okay? It's $150 if you work a full-time job. It's going to take you about a day and a half to pay that off. We don't want that for you. I'm sure if you're working class, you've got more important things to spend your money on. Stay focused. And think, how do I bridge this gap? Not everything is ruined. That mindset alone helps you think more clearly and make better decisions. That's step 1. Step 2, call the bill company. Before you scramble for money, contact whoever it is that you owe and ask these questions. Can I get a 3 to 7 day extension? Most companies, if you talk to them, instead of trying to hide from them or run from them, they will work with you to try to resolve the issue. And you can also ask them, can I split the payment? Sometimes $150 late fee, that's a little bit difficult to cough up, right? Okay? So if you break that down between two $74 payments, it's going to be a little bit easier. And then, if that doesn't work, yeah, you can even ask if you can make a partial payment today. You're trying to be honorable, trying to solve the situation. That just shows good human decency, basically, for the most part. Common courtesy, like, look, I know I have this late fee, you're acknowledging it. I have this much money I can put towards it and come back to it later. It's going to help you quite a lot. And a really cool thing, if you call the bill companies, sometimes they will even waive the late fee entirely. And I've had that happen before. I don't know if it was a late fee or an overdraft fee. It was an overdraft fee. I called my bank. I was like, oh my gosh, you charged me an overdraft? I just paid you. It was just so close to the due date. It was, maybe a day over. And my bank is really awesome. PFCU, if you bank with them, let me know. They're great. They have waived a couple of overdraws for me in the past. And that helps out quite a bit. I mean, a $25 overdraft, that's not huge, but it is huge, especially when you're doing your best. And you are doing your best. I know you are. I see it. And they might even be okay with needing $40 today instead of the whole $150, And then you can give them the rest on payday. And it'll completely change the situation if you just call them and talk with them and work something out, okay? And also, call your mom. She's worried sick about you. I ain't even And if your mama ain't with us in this world no more, you'd better talk to her in your mind. Let her know you're doing however you're doing. Sometimes even just a simple prayer or meditation involving your mom helps, okay? Or some other loved one. But definitely, if your mom's around, give her a call. And step 3, look for the fastest cash resource. Focus on money that you can realistically access for today or within 24 hours, you know. Maybe you've got a coffee can full of money in your cabinet like that guy on Shameless did, you know. He had enough money in there. He wasn't poor. Other people found out about it, he was. If you got a coffee can full of money, put it in a high yield savings account, okay? Alright. Anyway, back to step 3, looking for the fastest resource. You can even sell something that you have quickly. Like, okay, maybe you've got an old laptop that you don't use anymore. You can sell that for $150. Or maybe you've got a really cool light or a novelty pair of shoes or anything, okay? As long as you're not emotionally attached to it, and baby, you shouldn't be getting emotionally attached to things anyway. Unless it's something that you inherited, a family keepsake, heirloom, kind of thing like that. Okay. And even then, you know, maybe, here's one good one, your clothing. Have you checked out Vinted? You've got 150 blue sequin tank tops. You never wear them. Sell them on Vinted. That's the best and quickest way to get money for clothes that you don't need them. You're not wearing them. You're never going to wear them. If you go through your closet, if you have clothes you haven't worn in over a year, get rid of them. You got clothes still got the price tag on them, get rid of them. You got $150 late fee, baby. You got to figure that out, okay? Or tools. Do you have tools? Maybe you've ordered replicas, repeat orders. You got too many hammers. I'm saying hamburgers. I'm always hungry. I'm always thinking about food. But maybe you got extra wrenches, extra toolboxes. Maybe you got 3 drills laying around, but you only use 2 of them. Go ahead, sell those on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or at your local consignment shop even. That might take a little bit longer. Consignment shops aren't as great. Almost everything is electronic nowadays. Maybe you have an old chair, an old rocker recliner, some kind of furniture. Maybe you've got 3 tables in your shed that you never use. Go ahead and sell it. You need to turn those assets into liquid cash right now so that you can pay this late fee. Or collectibles. Collectibles. My grandmother had a handful of the California raisins. You remember those little plastic figurines? They used to dance and sing and, oh man. She had a bunch of those. I don't know if they're worth anything. Look into whatever collectibles you might have that could be worth something. Maybe you collect Matchbox cars or comic books or action figures of some sort. Look into the cash value of things like that you have around. If you want to pay this late fee that way by selling things, it's a good idea. Okay. And then there's other places you can sell things too. OfferUp, Craigslist. Get creative. Start looking at your resources. Don't spiral. This isn't the end of the world. It's not a huge tragedy. It's a tiny late fee and you're going to overcome it. I know you are. Trust me. Because you're watching me right now. If you're with me, you're going to succeed. That's just how things work. That's how this world is. You know, I'm with you and we're succeeding, okay? But make sure, like I said, the fastest sale actually beats the perfect price right now. Maybe you've got one thing you're trying to sell. You got 3 things you're trying to sell for $50 each. Someone makes you an offer. They only want to buy the one thing, but they want to buy it at $45. That's okay. Because you're needing this money. You've already acknowledged it, and the money's going to come to you if you follow these steps. Okay? You can even pick up extra hours at work, like I was talking about. It may take you a day and a half Well, hey, maybe you typically have weekends off. You can ask your boss if they will let you work a couple hours on Saturday or stay late a couple hours on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, okay? And even come in a couple hours early. A lot of times companies do need extra help. They're behind on their quotas or they have extra clients. And just ask. Communication is the main concept here that will work not just with bill paying, but other areas of life too. Keep watching me, keep watching my channel. You'll learn this, okay? I think communication is the number one key to everything in life. 100% communication. It works with relationships, it works with jobs, it works with telemarketers, it works with marketplace, buying and selling. Communication, 100% necessarily, 100% important, okay? And then you might have a small account. Maybe you got something hidden somewhere. You can actually cash out on that too, to help you pay off this late fee. Check your PayPal balances, your Venmos, your Cash App, other reward apps. Like one example for me is I've got the Bridge app. I've actually been able to cash out $10 at a time several times. It's helped me buy my protein bars. It's helped me buy coffee. It's helped me with gas. I just open the app up every day and spin the wheel. I get so many points, and it's not a big thing right away, but eventually it does add up and you can cash out the money, okay? Maybe you've got some dividends in the stock portfolio if you've been investing. I just recently found out that my investment in Ford over 6 years ago has been giving me 20 cents every quarter, which $4 doesn't seem like much, right? But it helps, okay? Pennies add up. My grandpa always told me pennies add up, okay? Or maybe you've got unused gift cards in your wallet. Check that Walmart gift card that your Uncle John Smith gave to you 20 years ago. I don't know. You might have been hanging on to a Target gift card, okay? Check those gift cards. You need to be aware. You need to be conscious of all of your money. Here's one. You got unopened items. Maybe you've opened or ordered something and it's just been sitting in your closet unopened for quite some time. You can actually return those items if they're unopened, if they're not damaged, and get your refund, okay? I actually got a pair of pants, and this is, it happened a couple of times, a pair of pants and a phone charger. The pants, I ordered them, and I think they were like maybe $14, and I put them on, and they're not comfortable. They didn't stay up. They were just not good pants. So I got a hold of the company, and I was like, hey, can I get a refund? These are terrible pants. They may be great for somebody else, but they don't work for me. The company contacted me within 24 hours, and they were like, yeah, we can give you the refund, and you can keep the pants. You could even sell those pants. If they gave you the refund, you could turn around and sell those pants and get even more money. And because this company let me keep the pants. They didn't want to pay the cost or deal with the trouble it would cost non-financially to deal with the return. So basically I got a free pair of pants just because I let the company know that these pants didn't work for me. I didn't sell the pants. I probably still have them floating around here somewhere. Or maybe I think I donated them. But like I said, great pants for somebody else, not for me. All right? And you can even check into pawn shops and then rebuy it later. Or my phone charger, that was another one. I haven't went and even got it out of the mail yet. It's still in there today because I was like, hey, this phone charger is not going to come on time. It's not going to be here. I don't want it. And the company let me make a partial return. I think I bought it for like $8. So they gave me the $5 back on my account and let me keep the charger if I ever go get it out of the mailbox. And then later on when you're doing better in life, you can go ahead and rebuy that. Same if you sell furniture. You sell a couch for $150, then you need a couch later on, you can go buy another $150 couch when you're doing better financially. But we got to get this late fee taken care of and tackled. That way you come out on top. You want to be not owing money, okay? You don't want to have late fees. This isn't going to help you financially if you got late fees on your head. You got past due bills. It's just one thing at a time, though. We're working on this late fee. Here's another good thing to do if you got a late fee, if you can do it, if you're in good health, is a plasma donation. And I recommend plasma donations because they're not just helping you by giving you a little bit of money for the plasma that your body's just going to reproduce. It's just natural, normal. As long as you're in good health, your body's constantly making more plasma anyway. And if you're donating plasma, you're helping somebody else who needs it. If they're in a life-threatening situation, if they just had surgery, they're going to need plasma. And I am all for helping other people as long as you're in a place where you can help yourself first. Put your own face mask on when your plane is going down before you help anybody else. You ain't doing anybody else any good if you're dead. You can't pour from an empty cup. It doesn't work like that, okay? And another good thing with plasma, if you donate plasma, that's even going to help your own personal physical health in the long term too. Look into it. I don't want to discuss all the benefits of donating plasma right now. That's not our objective, okay? Focus. And of course, if you can stay awake during the donation, I kind of dozed off last time I was donating and I haven't been back there. I was so embarrassed. But when you go in to donate plasma, it's calm and quiet and peaceful, and there's these serene beep, 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 and it just, to me, it's comforting. I fell asleep. Anyway, and another great thing with plasma is you get that money that day. You don't have to wait for it. And if you're a first-time plasma donors, like check into CSL Plasma, they give you a good chunk of money right away for being a first-time donor. I think you can earn up to like $300 your first month. Okay? No reason not to do it. As long as you're healthy and you don't fall asleep on the table. Speaking of helping people, that comes to our next way to get rid of this late fee. You can always help someone. Check around your neighborhood. They might need help with cleaning or organizing, even simple dishwashing or yard work. Maybe somebody needs a ride to someplace like the Plasma Donation Center and they're willing to pay for your help. It never hurts to volunteer your services to somebody else. And once you get over having to pay late fees and get on top of your bills, it's good to help out your community, your family, your friends anyway, okay? Even with pet sitting or babysitting, people are moving all the time. Offer to lend someone a hand. Not everyone can lift big, heavy boxes and furniture from one end of the U-Haul up their ramp to their porch, okay? Or their doorway. It's always a good idea to help someone else. If it's not putting you out, it's a great thing to help others. And people are usually willing to say yes if you ask, okay? Just ask. Don't go stealing. That's not good for your karma. That's not good for the economy. That's not good for people that you steal from. Don't steal. Offer your services. That is your best out, or your asset. Your number one asset is your health, and the next best one is the service that you can provide for others, okay? And that brings us to step 4. Avoid creating a bigger problem, okay? Don't say, oh, well, I owe $150. I better go borrow $200 from somewhere else or get a personal loan that's got high interest. That just snowballs you into bigger problems, okay? Don't ever, ever, no matter what the circumstances, never get a payday loan, okay? I remember I was in a hard way out in Arizona. I needed money quick. I went to a Payday cash center, and I started applying for the loan. I needed $100. And I started reading the fine print, and to borrow $100 from a payday loan after they add on the fees and the interest and everything else, I'd have ended up having to pay back $300. I need $100 today. I don't have money to pay you $300 today. I'm not going to get the loan today, okay? I stopped the application. Stay away from payday loans. They will hurt you so bad in the end, so bad. I had a girl, she came crying to me asking for help because she got a payday loan, and the people she got a payday loan was actually calling her, telling her they were going to report her to the cops and she was going to face jail time, which is a scare tactic. It's not going to happen. You're not going to go to jail for not paying your loans. They ended that years ago, but it's still scary. Don't get a payday loan, okay? I don't care what your situation is. Don't get a payday loan. Don't get title loans. Don't use your house or your vehicle as leverage to be able to pay off a fee. You'll end up with no home. You'll end up with no vehicle. It doesn't work. Don't ever put your business, your personal company in jeopardy to try to pay off something either. Don't ever take a title loan, a motorcycle even. Don't do it. No, you don't need to do it. Stay away from any high fee cash advance trap, okay? It's not worth it, okay? Or sketchy lending apps like that one I just mentioned about my friend crying because she thought she was going to face jail time, okay? Don't do that, okay? Because they'll turn a $150 problem into a $600 problem later. And you don't want to do that to future you. If you're hurting right now for $150, you know how bad future you is going to be kicking yourself for making that $150 problem into a $600 problem. Don't do it, okay? There's other ways. There's other ways. And step 5, if we've gone over all these 4 steps and none of this helps, I am so sorry. Because she should have been able to conquer this little late fee by now. But if not, we're coming up to step 5. Borrowing money. And you got to keep it simple and clear. And your best options, if you need to borrow money, is borrow it from a trusted friend. Not somebody who's going to later come back and say that you owe them more than you do. Or a trusted family member, somebody that isn't going to be spreading your business all around town saying, oh, little Jimmy owes me $50. He's a terrible person. And don't do that. You know who you can trust. You can trust yourself, your intuition, with the best judge of character to where you can go to borrow this money. Or even, and this one's a tough one, maybe some companies offer payday advances. They can let you get a little bit of money from your next paycheck. And my ex-husband, he was good for that. The company that he worked with, they would often give him a little payday advance. Not all companies do this, but this is another option if you've made it to step 5 and nothing else has worked, okay? And let them know that you are going to repay them. Always keep a good character, so that people know that you are dependable, and you are a person of your word. Your word is your bond. It means a lot. Don't go around being a sketchy person. And, if you say you're going to do something, I told my son this all the time, if you say you're going to do something, do it. Otherwise, just keep your mouth shut, okay? And borrowing from your friend and paying, or your family member, and actually paying them back does rebuild trust, or build trust to begin with. Make it clear, hey, look, I need this money by the 8th and I don't have it. Can you help me? I will pay you back on the 12th when my payday comes, okay? And stick with that plan. And this timing not only builds trust and respect, it will reduce stress. Okay, and that's option number 5, borrowing. And those 5, if you haven't figured out how to solve this little financial hiccup by now, then you got it bad, babe. You got it really bad, and I don't even know. But step 6, you need to protect next week, okay? Step 6, it's no longer an emergency. If you made it to step 6, you've already solved this issue. You've already got it figured out, and you're doing great, and I am happy for you. High five. And now you're going to protect your future self here, okay? You're going to set aside $10 to $20 whenever it's possible, okay? My personal advice is start a high yield savings account, and I will stand by that advice till I can't stand and walk no more, okay? And even then, $10 to $20 set aside every time you get paid. It's going to help create a little buffer, reduce stress. Knowing that you've got a little money saved up for emergencies like this helps so much. So much. I can't even express how important it is to have a little cushion, a little buffer. $1,000, $2,000 is ideal, but obviously you're not there yet, so let's start building that. $10 to $20, set it aside every payday. Don't spend it, okay? And it's going to help to reduce one unnecessary expense such as a late fee, okay? And just plan ahead. Sit down, take a look at your budget every single time that you get paid. Know what you have to pay, your non-negotiables like your rent, your car payment. You can't get out of paying those. You have to pay those, okay? Your life insurance, car insurance, bills, utilities. You have to pay those. Make sure that you can pay those because you don't want to have a late fee. And we'll cover more of that stuff in a different video. I don't want to deal with that right now. I still haven't even done my workout, but it's okay because it's 8 o'clock and I don't even need to be awake till 9 o'clock. I'm getting up early to share this information with you and help you out, okay? So, here's your checklist. If you've learned anything from this video, your checklist for solving this late fee is call the bill company. Did you do that? If not, stop this video, go do that right now. The second thing, ask for an extension or a split payment. If you've done those 2 things, that's great. If not, like I said, stop the video, go do those things. Get on top of your finances. It's important. Your financial well-being is part of your health, a huge part of your health. I'll show you this right now. I showed it in my last video. This is what you're building right here, is this pyramid for your health. You've got your physical health on the bottom. Like I said, I do my workout first thing in the morning because my physical health is the most important thing to me. If you're sick and if you're not healthy physically, none of this other stuff matters. None of it, okay? And then the next thing is your mental health. Take care of your mental health. If you're journaling, if you are meditating, if you are talking to a trusted friend, I've got all these things of mental health. I just made a video about it. Go back and watch that. Let me know what you think. All right. And then the next one is your spiritual health, which we'll work on later. And up here is your financial health. That's what we're doing. That's what we're dealing with today. They all work together. You have to work on all of them every day, not just your physical health and hope and pray that everything else falls into place. You need to focus on all of that every day and take care of yourself. Okay. So if you got those 2, you've already done those. Sell something. Did you sell something to try to reduce or eliminate this overdraft or whatever late fee that you've got? Did you sell something? Did you pick up extra hours? Check your Cash App and Rewards apps and Venmo apps. If you got any extra money laying down in your coffee can in the cabinet, Mr. Frank from Shameless. Did you return unopened items yet? You know, that video game that you bought that you thought you'd love, but you never even took it out of the package. Did you ask around for quick work anywhere to see if you can come up with this money for this late fee? Got those checked off? Okay. Have you avoided payday loans? And this one's easy. This is what not to do. Check these as long as you haven't done these. Did you avoid a payday loan? Did you avoid a title loan? And did you avoid a hidden fee from different cash apps that you have? Avoid other fees, trying to solve this one fee and get another fee that's not going to help. All right. How are you doing on this checklist? Let me know. And then finally, make a small plan for next week so that you don't end up in this situation again. How are you doing? I'm halfway through my first cup of coffee. This has been a 30-minute video. I think we're good. I think we've discovered and covered a few things on financial health here that's going to help you out in the long run. And I'm going to end this video. You guys have a beautiful day.